And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's time for the NBA live on 2. Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reza Shea is out there with Martin. Then it's James. And it's Clemens in at the 5 spot.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
They set the pick. Down low. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
In the corner, it's Martin. Had a hand on it. King, the pass to Barnes. And the rebound goes to Martin. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Topcar. Good on the 3-point shot. He has 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Flanders. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
His 3-pointers off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tries to keep it alive. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Pass to Reza Shea. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
And saw the play develop. Got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
Out left to the wing. Now Reza Shea. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. 5 to shoot. James fires from way outside. And that one's off. And this is his first shot of the game. And stolen by James. Outside Martin. Pass to Reza Shea. James against Barnes. Back to Reza Shea. Here's Topcar. Connects from 3-point range.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Pass to Marks. There's the 3. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Flanders. King outside. Another shot. And the rebound goes to Martin. Atlanta leading by 5. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Out to the right wing. On the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Pass to Marks from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. On the wing, James. Another 3 for Atlanta.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Flanders. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Topcar. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Back to Martin. No one near him. Again, the Hawks good for two. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Number 22.
Pass to Marks from deep. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Ray, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Topcar. Again, the Hawks good for two.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
To the middle. Here's Bassett. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Martin comes in for Rizachet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
Pelicans leading by 7. King is up there with Henderson. Then there's Willis. And it's Cotton in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's King. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to James. Unloads from 13. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. James has got 8 points.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Clock at 6. Here's Topcar. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. King, the pass to Cotton. It's stolen by Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And it's King with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to Cotton. To the wing right side. Back to King. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. It's blocked.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Well, that, and also, how about the level of activity we've seen from them defensively? They've been up on the ball, pressuring, active hands, coming away with steals. It's just been great to see.
Here's Rizachet. Hasn't made one yet. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Rizachet has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of, and he has made good on that pick.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
1:52 left to play here in the half. Outside, James. To the inside. And what? That one goes careening off the glass. Henderson against James. Henderson looking it over. Pass to Willis. Shoots a three. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Hawks trail by 12. Inside, Rizachet goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Henderson outside. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Henderson against James. Pass to Rizachet. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to James. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Topcar. Pass to Clemens. James outside. Here's Topcar. From outside, off the mark. He gets it up. The shot missing. And so it's New Orleans. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. They'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're measuring up the shot.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Pelicans.
They're dominating on the backboards, just having their way out there, Shaq.
Out muscling, out tussling, out fussling, out schmussling. It's no wonder why they're in front.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Rizichet. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Rizichet. He's out there with Martin, and it's Clemens in at the center position. James looking it over. Pass to Clemens. Over Passy, and it's denied. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Shot's good by Flanders.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And Barnes comes to help. Here's Topcar, drills the three-pointer. He's got 16.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Here's Topcar, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Flanders, and the Pelicans miss again.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Martin. Outside, James. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And stolen by James. Rizichet with it. He's against King. Rizichet with it, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Barnes passes to King, and that one is hammered home.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
King with the steal. Into the lane, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The Hawks trail by 14. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. From 11 feet away, Passy pulls it in. Passy's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. King, right side. And that one's good, Passy. Passy's got his second bucket of the night.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Pass to Rizichet. On the wing, James. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
Here's Marks. They get it again.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Second team foul.
That free throw, good from Bassey.
Charles Bassey taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. The Hawks trail by 15. Martin with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Martin. Back to Rizachet. And here's Martin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. James with the bucket. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Garrett, he's checked in for New Orleans. Tari Eason comes in for Barnes. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Pelicans leading by 15. They've got King, and it's Ramsey in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pulls up. That one wide left.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity. Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
It's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to Buzelis. Okongwu was screened. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
Ramsey passes to Flanders. King outside. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Cotton. Covered by Okongwu. Here's King. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Hawks trail by 15. James outside. Martin against Henderson. Martin kicks to Okongwu. Outside, James. Shoots over King. James, no good. Pelicans leading by 15. And King, here we go.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
King against James. Atlanta again missing. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. King outside. Pass to Ramsey. Cotton kicks to Henderson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Flanders. Back to King. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. King's got 10 points in just the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here is James. Trying to end the drought. King with the block. They get it back. Puts up a deep three. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they don't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Back to Henderson, shoots the three. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Martin finds Rizichet. Kicks it out to James. The Hawks again can't hit.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Rizichet. Outside for Martin. A shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Kings got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Flanders the pass to Henderson. Here's Flanders. Henderson outside. And James pulls it down. James has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
King against James. King, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Hawks trail by 21. Rizichet with it. Okongwu.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Cotton. There's the triple. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, he was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
James against King. James outside. Clock at 4. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
King outside. Here's Flanders. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hawks trail by 19. Picked him clean. King outside. Henderson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Flanders. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Slim picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Atlanta making some changes. Clemens is checked in. And it's Whitehead in for Martin. Hawks passing it around. No one near James as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now here's King. Henderson outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Henderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Launches it. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. Reza Shea's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And stolen by Barnes. Back to King. Pass to Garrett. The 3 from Barnes. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Martin's checked in for Atlanta. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Slim.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And that one's good, Barnes.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Here's Reza Shea, covered by Barnes. Now Reza Shea. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Clemens. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Kings. Pass to Willis. King outside. Now here's Barnes. King outside. Here's Flanders. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Willis. Barnes kicks to Willis. King outside. Pass to Marks. 6 to shoot. And here is Willis. James covering. Here's Flanders. Launches a 3. Clemens with the rebound. Clemson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Slim.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
Here's Reza Shea, covered by Barnes. They set the pick. Can they get it? And Barnes sends it back. It's tipped. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Slim.